2 minutes separated New York stock prices from San Francisco in 1880, and the men being bribed to exploit that gap weren't traders. They were telegraph operators. A senior operator at a major brokerage house earned about $3,000 a year, roughly equivalent to $80,000 today. That sounds modest. What the numbers don't show is the other income. The tips, the bonuses, the informal gratitude payments from traders whose orders he could prioritize. A well-placed operator at a well-connected firm could double or triple his official salaried in gray income. The best of them earned more than the partners they worked for. Within 2 generations, the entire profession was gone, replaced by teletypes, then by direct electronic trading. This is the story of one of the most financially important jobs in American history, and almost no one knows it existed. To understand the telegraph operator's economic position, you have to understand how the 1880s financial markets actually worked. Prices on the New York Stock Exchange and the Chicago Board of Trade moved in real time. But the information only traveled as fast as the telegraph network could send it. A stock price that changed in New York at 10 a.m. reached Boston about 45 seconds later, Philadelphia about 30 seconds later, and San Francisco a full 2 minutes later. Those were large, exploitable gaps. A trader in San Francisco who could somehow know New York prices 2 minutes before everyone else could trade ahead of his local market. And the only way to know New York prices 2 minutes early was to have a telegraph operator who would tell you. In 1880, a telegraph operator's pay ranged widely. An entry-level operator at a small rural station earned about $900 a year, reasonable money similar to a skilled tradesman. An intermediate operator at a medium-sized commercial office earned about $1,500. A senior operator at a major urban station earned about $2,500. A top operator at a major Wall Street firm earned $3,000 or more. For comparison, a clerk at a Wall Street bank in the same period earned about $800 a year. A floor trader earned perhaps $2,000. A newspaper reporter earned about $1,000. Telegraph operator pay wasn't exceptional by itself. The exceptional part was who the operator was adjacent to. Proximity to traders made operators valuable in a way their salary alone didn't capture. The ticker tape was the key. Invented in 1867 by Edward Callahan, the ticker printed stock prices on a narrow paper strip in near real time. News that would have taken minutes by hand was now available in seconds. Every major brokerage had ticker machines. A skilled trader could read the tape at about 80 words per minute, comparable to reading aloud. But behind every ticker was a telegraph operator at the exchange itself, typing those prices into the network. If the operator hesitated, or, more critically, if he prioritized one customer's order over another's by a few seconds, fortunes could change hands on the delay. The operator didn't need to cheat, obviously. He just needed to decide, in the normal course of his work, whose data went out first. Morse code speed was the fundamental skill. Telegraph operators were rated by the number of words per minute they could send and receive cleanly. An entry-level operator could do about 20 words per minute. An intermediate operator could do 30. A senior operator could do 45. The very best operators, a handful of celebrated specialists, could do 60 or 70 words per minute sustained. The speed affected the business directly. A faster operator could handle more orders per hour, meaning the firm could execute more trades. A slower operator could become a bottleneck that cost real money. Western Union, the dominant telegraph company, ran speed competitions, and published leaderboards of top operators. The winners became minor celebrities in the industry. The most notorious user of telegraph networks for market advantage was J. Gould, one of the most aggressive Gilded Age financiers. Gould privately owned or controlled multiple telegraph companies in the 1870s and 1880s, including at times parts of Western Union itself. He used operators as a standard part of his trading strategy, paying them directly to route his orders first, to delay competing orders by precious seconds, and to leak price information to him before publicly posting it. Gould's manipulations were legally dubious but extremely profitable, and they created a robust culture of operator bribery that extended far beyond Gould's own firms. In 1878, a congressional investigation revealed that operator bribery at Western Union had been effectively routine for years. The operators involved were mostly not punished. They had been doing what everyone expected them to do. The telegraph operators were also, collectively, labor activists. The 1878 Western Union strike was one of the largest organized labor actions in late 19th century America. Operators across the country walked off their keys demanding higher wages, shorter hours, and protection against being fired for unionizing. The strike failed. Western Union had enough replacement operators to keep core services running, but it established telegraph operators as a distinct profession with its own union, the Order of Commercial Telegraphers. Subsequent strikes in 1883 and 1907 similarly failed to achieve durable wage improvements. The operators' leverage was limited by the fact that any skilled typist could be trained as an operator within a few months. The end of the profession came in stages. The teletype machine, introduced in 1915 and widely deployed by the 1920s, allowed messages to be typed directly onto keyboards and printed automatically at the receiving end. No Morse code skill required. Within 15 years, the teletype had largely replaced Morse operators for commercial messaging. The Morse operators who remained were concentrated in railroad dispatch, maritime communications, and military uses. Teletype operators earned significantly less than Morse operators had. The skill was less specialized, and the labor pool was larger. The top of the profession had been cut off. By 1950, Morse code operation had become a niche skill rather than a common trade. Where did the displaced Morse operators go? Many moved into adjacent fields. Some became stenographers, court reporters, or secretarial workers. The typing skills transferred well. Some went into radio operations, which also used Morse code through the 1960s. Some became railroad dispatchers, a profession that remained Morse-based into the 1980s. But the elite financial operators who had earned $3,000 a year on Wall Street mostly could not find equivalent positions. Their skill, high speed, Morse sending and receiving, combined with intimate knowledge of financial trading routines, didn't map cleanly onto teletype work. Many ended up as middle management clerks at brokerage houses, with pay significantly below what they had earned at their peak. The last commercial Morse code telegram in the United States was sent by Western Union in 2006, not because anyone needed it, but as a ceremonial closure of a service that had been loss-making for decades. A small number of Morse code specialists remain today, almost all of them amateur radio operators who practice the skill as a hobby. The craft of real-time financial market communication continued under new forms: Bloomberg terminals, direct electronic execution, high-frequency trading. But none of those ever replicated the exact economic position the 1880s telegraph operator held. Proximity to information combined with human skill in transmitting it That combination lasted exactly as long as the telegraph did, which was about 60 years. Subscribe for more stories of the work that used to be valuable and isn't anymore.